Why is ISIS successful? And why is Israel losing the PR battle? ISIS is the embodiment of evil, plain and simple. So why is it winning the battle on the battlefield and in the minds of many thousands of young people? What is the spiritual cause of its success? The answer is Western liberalism celebrates death in their own way. Western liberalism has embraced abortion not just as a method of birth control, but as a right of each woman. That this is something to be proud of, something to enjoy, the right to terminate life. And since there are so many millions of deaths in this method, there is a spiritual payment to make. The payment is the opposition of an evil force that embodies the confrontation, that embodies this celebration of death. And that embodiment is ISIS. Yes, the Western world must confront ISIS. But in order to have the will and the determination to do so, the Western world has to be clear in its values and not muddled. When life means little, when true values are muddled, it becomes very difficult to be determined to muster up the power to go against an evil like ISIS until it may be too late. In order to see what ISIS really is, you have to imagine what would happen if it took control. In order to do so, you have to use your imagination and clarity of thought. But that clarity of thought is lacking by our liberal leadership, because they don't want to face up to looking at the results and what the implications are for much of their policies. When you don't deal with the results of your policies, you don't deal with the real gory details, then you can't deal with problems that face you and look at what it may lead to. You're only dealing with the facts at hand. You're pregnant? Get rid of the baby. ISIS is small. Why worry about it? Why put troops on the ground and become unpopular? There's a direct connection here. And the world had better do something quickly about ISIS and ultimately do something about its philosophy and the way it deals with life. On the other hand, why is Israel losing the PR war? Israel has done everything right. Israel sent leaflets, called people to avoid being in certain places. And yet Israel is castigated as being somehow or other equal to Nazi genocide. Why is it that way? When Israel's done everything right, and Hamas and the so-called Palestinian Arabs have done everything wrong? The answer is spiritual as well. The government in Israel has taken up arms against its most potent spiritual force, and those are the students of Torah studying in yeshiva. If the government of Israel will stop its siege attacking the Torah students, the world will stop attacking Israel. Plain and simple. There's a correlation between spiritual dereliction and clarity and what goes on in the world. There is no such thing as things unrelated. You want to win against evil, you must get rid of evil within yourself. At present, the thing that stands in the way are things as basic as the love for life and the need to protect those who study Torah.